sent Liam a song about 2 weeks ago, Liam Payne front band, but never heard back from him, the little
Have you spoken to Harry lately?
No, but I was actually going to text him and ask him what's going on with his hand. Has anyone heard
what's happened to his hand?
I don't know, he's wearing like a bandage around his hand. That's only in the last few days, so I haven't spoken to him probably in a couple
I don't think Harry would be good at sport, would he? Is he?
No, he's good.
He's not bad at
He's an athletic man, yeah.
Soccer.
He's good at football. Good at golf too.
Yep.
And then your mate Liam went and bought a boat. Did you hear about this?
Huh?
Liam who? Sorry. I didn't know.
Liam Payne from the band. Yeah.
From the band One Direction?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I forgot about them. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, don't be a kid.
No, but, like, by the way, he should answer you, right? What's he doing? What was it?
He'll get back to me, don't worry. I'll just send it again and again and again.
Stuff. You obviously spend a lot of time with the lads. Can you confirm, Louis, because there's been all these stories doing the rounds, that Harry has got 4 nipples? Because you would have seen.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, two. The other 2 are a bit smaller. Yeah, I'm sure back in old interviews he used to whip them out in interviews.
Oh,
mate, we caught up with Niall last week, and he mentioned that he'd be listening to your album and absolutely loving it. Now, have you had a chance to listen to his while you've been staying out? Don't thank me, thank Niall. What is your favourite song? Have you listened to his album, and what is your favourite song of his?
I have listened to his album. The Piano Put a Little Love on Me, I think. Probably that one, yeah.
What, had you heard the Harry song before it dropped?
No.
Like, wow.
Yeah, Harry's been inconspicuous. He's I know I can understand why though, because we all don't like to play our stuff to each other until it's perfectly finished. So yeah, I didn't hear Harry's stuff, but like I'm sure. I think he's in America, yeah, because he's going to be on that. He's got a Corden, I think, for the week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
So I'll probably see him next week and hopefully hear some of the album. Same with the other boys.
So
if you could be any celebrity, you'd be Niall, because nothing bothers Niall.
Yeah,
he's calm, cool, collected. Is that still the celebrity you would be for one day?
Definitely.
Wow.
It's just like it just sounds so stress-free. I once seen some fans talking online saying it's easy to be a Niall fan, isn't it? And it is. Just no drama, lovely lad, you know what I mean? Never gets himself in trouble, like, yeah, it's easy, it's a good life.
If you're having a crisis, which one Deepak would you turn to? Out of all of them, I suppose, and we both kind of lean on each other for a lot of different things. I would say Louis is the one that I turn to the most. I think when we were in the band, if there was ever like a problem band-wise, me and him would always try and figure it out together. So we often do that through life now as well, which is good.
Your boy Zayn's obviously nominated tonight. Any chance you're seeing him tonight?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I haven't spoke to him in a few months or whatever, and I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. Yeah.
Do you have kind of like a playful bit of competitiveness about like I want to be the best in that amongst each other?
You know what? I actually just spoke to Niall a couple of days ago. The truth of it is, it's not even like that, to be honest. I wish it was a bit more like that. We just really support each other, and I even spoke to him the other day. I was saying to him, I'm really proud of, like how well his music's doing. It's almost like an older brother watching him, and it was cool to have that conversation with him. So, yeah, we support each other. There's no real competition. I don't
know where he's at.
It was hard, you know. Part of it was, kind of like we were sad someone had left, but also sad that he was not enjoying it so much that he had to leave.
Favorite song at the moment? I really like this song, Zayn and Sia.
I love those guys. They're my brothers. Niall, Liam, Louis, and Ringo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Your reaction to hairstyles calling Zayn Malik Ringo during his SNL monologue last month?
We're not even at Plead the Fifth yet. Yeah. No, I think it's just a funny joke at the end of the day. I mean, obviously, Zayn's circumstances for leaving were his own, and it's a different situation for all of us, and I suppose we deal with it in a different way. So, I mean, I thought it was quite funny.
Are you looking forward to Dunkirk as well?
Yeah, can't wait. The trailer looks insane. I love a good old war movie like that anyway, so when your mate's in it, it's even better.
And obviously, Harry's in Dunkirk, that new movie. You managed to see it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I'm
It's been
very
getting good reviews, isn't it?
Amazing reviews. I'm very, very excited for him. Very proud of him. I mean, it's amazing to see. You know? I think we all knew that he was that he likes that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose it wasn't too much of a surprise to us. And look, I hear he's great in it. So it obviously makes sense.
Yeah. Some biscuits here of your musical peers.
Okay.
Can you see if you can recognise anyone there?
Okay. That's Lewis.
Yes.
Sam. It looks like Jim Carrey, to be honest.
You'll never guess who Jim Carrey was meant to be. Harry Styles, believe it or not.
Are you joking?
I'm really not joking.
That's the first time Harry Styles and Jim Carrey have been mentioned in the same,
in the same sentence.
What's your relationship like with Harry these days? Because you did say that you saw him less than the others.
One of real respect, honestly, and I mean that from all my heart. One of real respect, definitely. And some of my frustrations with like radio and where radio's at in terms of sound, and there's very heavily influenced with all these urban sounds. It was really cool to watch him go out and just own that record.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like someone's mum had taken it, and it was like the first picture of us, just the 5 of us. And we'd heard this picture was being put in the paper, so we were like, "Oh, we're gonna be in the paper! Like that's crazy!" And we're all just like sitting, staring at the paper and like passing around the paper, and we're like, "Let me see it again. Let me see."
Have you seen Harry's debut acting?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm very excited to see it. Very proud of him. Honestly, that's why it's frustrating for me sometimes to read some press about, that we love to write, that, we don't like each other that much or whatever. But honestly, I can't tell you, the feeling that I get is like I feel like a big brother when I look at a video of Niall playing the stadium to a radio show, or see Harry stood next to Tom Hardy. I mean, come on, it's amazing. Just feel really, really proud, actually. It's real nice.
You mentioned Niall. He's on stage right now. How has it been reuniting with him on the Jingle Ball Tour?
Fantastic. I mean, we played a bit of PlayStation yesterday in my hotel room in San Jose. But it's just so nice to see him. And I mean, I don't know, when you see someone that you haven't seen for ages and you become the same person you were when you were with, I don't know, it's very interesting.
Niall was just here a couple weeks ago. He told us something, and we're gonna play this back for you.
This is scary. I remember one time, I don't know where it came from, but Louis had this thing where he used to like, me and Louis used to just, anytime you watch interviews of us, you always see me and Louis like giggling or something, and because we'd be making up how to answer the next question. And I remember like Louis said to me, he goes, "Right, I'm just gonna do this," and then the usual, we were asked about love interests all the time, and Louis told everyone that I was seeing Carly Rae Jepsen. And I just sat there and went, "What?" It was kind of like he just nudged me and went, "Watch this."
Yeah, me and Niall always used to have a laugh in interviews. And I could always get away with stuff like that with Niall. Some of the boys, because, naturally, the people are going to write stories about this. Some, some of the boys might have been a little bit annoyed about that. But Niall always was a good sport in that situation. And, yeah, I just used to connect him to loads of different people, make up loads of just bull for the press, just because we could.
And I heard I read an article a couple of days ago when he said, Zayn's got the voice, you're the lad, just everyone loves. Harry's cool, he's just nothing. Did he nail that?
Louis is like, it was very self-deprecating, that interview. And Louis, he knows that we all adore him, and he's an extremely vital member of One Direction. He's great. He proper grew into himself. He was always very shy at the start, and then just kind of grew into it.
I spoke to Louis recently. Obviously, I literally called him before he was going for his first ever X Factor judging session.
Oh my God, it's exciting.
I wish I called him after, actually, because I'd love to have known what was going on, but it must be so exciting. I mean, I can't really imagine.
You don't miss all the smelly socks and like people getting in your face.
I mean, yeah, between me and Niall, we were probably up there with the smelliest anyway, so it's all right. It's all right.
And finally, Mita says, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for someone?
Well, when I first met my girlfriend, I am a horrific cook, a very, very bad cook. I give it a go, you know what I mean? I'll try. So I said to her, "I'll make you a nice meal." So it was awful. It was awful. Really
What was
poor.
it? What was the attempt?
It was like some chicken wrapped in like some Parma ham, stuffed with a bit of mozzarella. Very ambitious.
Who's the messiest roommate? I mean, Louis was always the messiest. You just find like random socks and stuff around the place. There's just random stuff strewn along the bus. He leaves a trail. Yes.
Like Louis on a tour bus was like my worst nightmare. I'm like quite of like the OCD.
Oh right.
you know, and we'd been on the tour bus for 6 weeks at a time or whatever, and Louis just had this like junk bunk. There was like a spare bunk, and it was basically just for Louis's crap.
Oh no! And when Niall was here, he put you on blast a little bit and said it was your junk bunk on the tour bus and how messy you were.
Proper messy, yeah.
Was it as bad as he made out? Was it really fully messy?
Probably worse. I don't know what he said, but
there was something about computer games everywhere without boxes.
Oh, that's very polite. Very polite, yeah. The only lad I have actually sent this song to was Niall, and it was, I think, because we've worked with a couple of the same writers, and he'd heard that the song was good, apparently. So he texted me saying, I really need to hear the single, so I sent him it, and he sent me like a nice little voice note back. It's like, Tomo's got a banger. So it was, it was nice.
Louis came to my show in LA a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to see Liam next week. Seeing Harry this week. So, we see each other all the time.
Between Louis, Liam, Niall, and Zayn, rank their solo music.
You see the phenomenon that Harry was putting these two words online and stuff. Do you get equally as excited as we all do when you see things like that?
Yeah, I'm always interested to see what's going to happen next. I mean, what was it the other day? It was like watermelon sugar or something. If you put them together, it says do watermelon sugar, which I don't know what that is. Maybe, if we all look that good, maybe that's what we should all be doing. More watermelon sugar.
Like, my song's coming out this week, and then Harry's out next week, his album. So we're kind of, we don't even think about it too much. It's just like...
And everyone's got their own style and background and roots.
Yeah, exactly. We all have our own different kind of music. Like, my music is very me, and then when I heard Harry's song, I was like, well, that's so Harry, because that's the kind of stuff that he listens to all the time. Yeah.
Over the years, who have you seen physically cry the most?
Harry. Harry cried when we first got the solo deal. Many times a happy tear.
Finding your lane. Have you seen that Harry Styles has basically like gone with your haircut and found his lane now? Do you think he's kind of? Do you think he's sort of riffing?
I seen that today. Excuse me, it's red hot today.
Oh, hello.
Come on, chill out. I've seen his cut his hair. Yeah, it suits him. He looks all right. Looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he looks cute. Yeah, definitely taking some inspo from you though, right? You can claim that, I think.
Well, yeah, but maybe it is a good haircut. So.
I want to put this straight, okay? They're all saying that they can see your hand in the teaser trailer for Louis Tomlinson's new music video. Now that's quite specific. Your hand.
A touch, yeah.
Yeah. Are you in the music video?
Not that I know.
Not that you know of. No. The hand is in the music video?
Not that I know.
Not that you know of.
Unless someone borrowed it without my...
They've just photoshopped the hand in, just the hand alone.
No, I don't believe so, no.
Harry's haircut, I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but like legit, you could be him. Like you look exactly the same. He's literally had his haircut like you. You're a trendsetter.
You're the second person who said that to me as well. Yeah, I'll be telling him that.
Next rumour is that Harry Styles is pregnant and Louis Tomlinson is the father. Can you confirm or deny?
That I thought that was true,
Mm-hmm.
and then apparently not.
Oh.
Good morning. How's it going? My name's Harry Styles. You're listening to Capital Breakfast with the co-host Liam Payne.
That's actually quite freaky.
Yeah.
Close my eyes. I don't even like it.
Well, the thing is, Harry Styles is somewhere around here.
Yeah, nearly.
Oh.
It's better though, isn't it? That's all right.
Very
It's
good.
better. Yeah.
It's pretty close.
I thought he was good.
Yeah.
But hearing it back, is that what I sound like?
A little
That's
bit.
dire.
It is a little. Favorite song of Harold's is, I like Kiwi, great tune, good rock song. I love Two Ghosts. It's a great song. Very easy very easy to listen to. I like Carolina. Meet Me in the Hallway. There's some really good songs in that album.
Who's the most fun to have a cheeky beer with?
Cheeky beer. I'd say Nyla. Nyla likes a cheeky beer now, he's off.
Horan, at real_Liam_Payne was my old Twitter, which is super cool and really not long to type. You're the something man. The Iceman? Pooh Man? The Pooh Man? Dude. WTF? What'd you come back at if someone calls you the Pooh Man?
Whose music out of the band do you like the most?
Oh, that's a
good
great
question.
That's a good question. I like it. It's difficult. I'd say Niall probably. It's probably closest to what I would listen to.
Who are you keeping in touch with the most?
Who am I keeping in touch with the most? I mean, it's pretty equal, but I say Niall.
Have you got a WhatsApp group?
We don't have a WhatsApp group, but we should.
You should have a WhatsApp group. It's so much easier.
Just gonna throw this idea out there. What about hopping on a Zoom with you and some of the 1D boys and possibly, you know, doing a quick performance? I mean, it could be 5 minutes, but it would bring so much joy to so many people.
I don't know if that's the reunion that we've had in mind. I don't know if that would be the way to do it, but yeah, mate, I'll have a quick whip round.
I've got goosebumps now thinking about, the first time you got a Brit.
We cannot believe that we are stood here on this stage.
I was super excited to speak to my mum about it and be like, look, I've got an actual Brit. This is unbelievable.
Out of all the boys, who's released their solo records, what track's been your favourite from all of the boys?
I would say Zayn's song was my favourite.
Pillow Talk?
Yes, because it's my style of music.
Zayn had an absolute smash with Pillow Talk. It's a weird feeling to see us all on our own, but it's also nice to feel like you got the support of the other lad. They're smashing it, yeah.
Because, before that is when Zayn left.
Yeah.
Zayn left and came out with Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same, Harry's.
I mean, you know, he was talking a bit of crap about the band and whatever else, but I don't believe that he thinks that's real.
I don't either.
No, it's just I don't know. I don't really understand that, but we'll talk about it. It's all.
I have to ask the Zayn question because the last time
you got into the pressy section.
Well, the reason I have to ask is because last time we spoke, Louis, which was just after your mum's death, you spoke to me and it was very sweet about how your mum had sorted this reconciliation out between the two of you because you were best friends for a period when you were in the band. And since then, Zayn released a track called Good Years, which was described as a 1D diss track. And you said you were proper confused and you called him a hypocrite.
You bang on everything, aren't you?
So I just wondered, has the relationship soured again?
Truthfully, it never really got better, to be honest. It never really got better. I had a couple of calls with him after I lost my mum. And, you know, all the boys had agreed to come to that performance, you know. And he didn't show, so that really bugged me. You know, the performance I did with Steve at the X Factor, and everyone showed. You know, it was a moment of. I got goosebumps now. It was like just seeing everyone there, Harry, Niall, and Liam. That was what I needed that night. That support. So on the other end of the spectrum, it kind of really showed. So hey, I hope he's all right. But
and was that a sign to you that he wasn't going to be part of 1D's future? Because some people do hope that one day all five of you would get back together.
I mean, that's a more difficult question than are we going to get back together one day? Because I would say with all certainty that we are. Now, as a five, it's a different question, and it's a hard question to answer because where I'm at now, with I feel like I need to be a little bit more mature before I can make a realistic decision on that.
Do you reckon you have any advice that you would give to your 18-year-old One Direction self?
You know what? I don't think I would have done anything different. I was talking about it the other day. To a friend of mine from home, and I was just saying to him, I wouldn't have changed anything. Everything got me to this point. You know what I mean? Every wrong decision I made, every right decision got me here. So,
but you did favourite the picture of Louis and his baby Freddie. Again, I tried to do it with a friend recently, and they said apparently I've got to make more of an effort and go round there and bring a present for the baby. Are you planning on making more of an effort, Zayn, or are you just leaving it a favourite?
We'll see in it. We'll see if I get an invite. We'll just leave that.
Okay, no, fair enough. I'll leave that one up to you.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, obviously I wish him the best of luck and everything, and his kid's cute as fuck, so obviously I think we're not talking obviously on friend terms, so that's as far as I can go by favourite in his picture, I guess.
Hi Louis, it's Mary. I just want to know if you miss Zayn.
Just want to know if I miss Zayn. I still keep in contact with him, so I don't miss him too much.
You made a joke on Saturday Night Live. You didn't mention the Zayn's name. He was the first one to leave One Direction.
Yes.
You called him Ringo, which I thought was particularly funny. But were you angry when this guy decides to suddenly leave the band? Was that an insult to you? Was that something that he should not have done?
I don't know if I could say it's something he shouldn't have done because I just didn't feel that way. So,
right.
So it's hard for me to condemn it because I don't, and especially in hindsight, looking at it now, the last thing that I would have wanted is for him to have stayed there if he didn't want to be there.
But maybe he could have handled it better.
Yeah, I think like it was a shame. It was a shame, and like it was like in a tour, and I think if he'd come to us and maybe kind of discussed it a little more, we might have found a way to kind of do it a little smoother. But ultimately, if you don't want to be there, then you don't want to be there, and But
you don't do it in the middle of the tour. You try to be a little professional and say, "Hey, we've sold some tickets here. People are expecting to see us," and then let's sit down and talk about it. I think what you're saying is, even though you're young at that point, there is a way to conduct yourself.
I mean, you said it.
Right.
And who is more sexy, ex-One Direction colleague Zayn or you?
Zayn's very chiseled, so him. I just have like... Oh.
Obviously, Zayn's dressed as a woman in this video, and I had been off and filmed my scene as Leroy when I've got like the pink headband on and playing a really like camp choreography, which was a lot of fun. But I can remember walking back into like the glam room, like the makeup room, and I'm like walking over, and as I walk, like Zayn looks perfectly normal from the back, and then when I turned the corner, he had a pair of boobs. It was a really surreal moment in life where I just kind of turned around and not to look at his boobs, but I did because they were there, and it's not every day Zayn's had boobs. It was no days except for this one actually, and it was just the weirdest thing I've ever walked in on in my life because I just wasn't expecting it. He had boobs, like proper. I thought they might have like stuffed a bra or whatever, but he had like a full-on boobs. I believe I felt them and they felt really real actually, to be honest with you.
How does Zayn Malik make you feel? Here in a leather jacket, but no shirt.
Yep.
I think that
it's a nice combo.
That would be too sweaty for me.
Personally, for me, that would be a little too sweaty.
Little too sweaty. I heard that all the boys got in touch with you for the film, and that's dead nice.
Yeah.
I heard that on the entertainment news here on Radio 1. Heart's gone to a stable 67. We're spotting a pattern here. If you know them, if you trust them, it's the same level.
I've sent a message actually just recently just to congratulate him. It's an amazing thing. Like, you hear it all the time, becoming a dad is such an amazing thing. So for Zayn and Gigi, yeah.
You rely on, who would you talk to when you were feeling that sort of pressure?
I feel like me and Louis always had the most connection through everything because, I mean, there was a point where we did not get on at all. We
at the beginning, you were not friends.
There was huge friction. Like we had this one massive row one night where like he was like playing my video from when I was 14 on the show by myself when Simon said no, like replaying it in the bedroom, and I was like, oh my god.
But that is,
I hate you so bad right now. He was like, and Simon's going, it's a no.
Liam Chain, who is this from? I don't even know. Louis Tomlinson. He's telling me, I've got one right.
We kind of bonded together, and then, I mean, bless him. I mean, Lou's been through so much in the last few years ever since the band ended, and whenever I have a problem, whenever he has a problem, we always call each other about it and make sure we check in and whatever else. So
are you in touch with the other guys as well? Because Louis, you're obviously still quite close with. I don't know if you've seen, but are you in touch with the other guys?
Yeah, I mean, I speak to Niall every so often. I haven't spoken to Harry in a long time now.
Have you had a go on the chain? Niall's had a go on the pain chain. Have you not seen Liam Payne's big heavy chain?
No.
You've not seen it?
Pain chain.
The pain chain.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, Niall's tried it on and everything.
Oh really?
You need to get onto that. Get the pain chain. Well, he's going to be here next Friday.
Chain?
Yeah, massive chain.
Oh.
Pain chain.
Is he chained to something?
No. It's just like a necklace.
To the rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How was my friend Harold? I seen you were with him.
He was very good. I actually asked him a question that you had said to me, because you know how like you're no longer blonde, right? And you said that was the best thing that ever happened, was that no one recognized you anymore because you weren't blonde. And he was like, no, you can literally just put on a hat or whatever, and if you don't walk around town like with like 3 beefy security guards and someone pushing someone out of the way or getting out of a Bentley somewhere, people in this town are just like, whatever.
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to be more famous than you are.
Harry doesn't walk around the streets of LA in like one of his colourful suits or whatever. He just wears around in his t-shirt and jeans, so he gets away with it.
Who would be best at babysitting then, if you're going to leave him?
Who would be best at baby? No, that's a big question. Well, I suppose Louis, because Louis's got a nipper, hasn't he? Yeah, I suppose he would be.
He's more than qualified.
But he'd be my last choice in my head. That's the funniest thing. But he's got to be first because he knows more than any of the rest of them.
It's very true.
I couldn't rely on Harry because I feel like my child would come out dressed in something that I just wouldn't understand. And then with Niall, the kid would be putting golf balls on tees.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be the rollout. He'd
His
be
new caddy.
Yeah. No, he'd be pushing the pram while swinging the putter.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Now, are you excited when you hear the other guys' new music?
Oh yeah, no, I'm delighted for Louis. I know he'd been trying to capture his sound for a while, and he's definitely nailed it this time. It's the kind of stuff he listens to, the way he dresses, it just suits him and everything. Yeah.
The band name, who came up with it?
I think it was me, actually.
What does it mean?
I know they're not here to defend anything else, but it was me. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I thought it sounded good. We threw around names for a little bit, and I honestly don't know.
From Mr. Harry Styles himself, Liam Payne, it's your birthday, you're 18, you can do things that you couldn't before, like buy alcohol, or look at magazines or something. Flumps and belly buttons. I've really misjudged you. I'm sorry. How's the weather? Jeggings? Oh, okay, I get this one. We had like these, you have those joggers that look like jeans. And I had some on, and that I got ripped for it. And this is what there was. Apparently I was wearing leggings. So.
How did you come together as a group?
I mean, we'd kind of met each other, you know, backstage a little bit. But yeah, I mean, when you're from a small village and you go on the show and Simon Cowell says you guys are going to be in a band together, it was so exciting.
And you just are looking at each other thinking,
great.
So Harry's new album, come out. You enjoyed that one? Yeah, really good. It's very, very good. It's nice. It's very Harry. It's very the music that he and I would listen to. Yeah. So I texted him when it came out. I was like, all your influencers are there. You've smashed it, nailed it. And it obviously went #1 for a couple of weeks as well. And so flying.
Have you seen Harry's Vogue cover from Yuri Choi? I have seen Harry's Vogue cover. I actually congratulated him on it. I think it's an amazing milestone. I feel like, I might be wrong in saying this, but I feel like One Direction were the first males on Teen Vogue. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. And now, he's the first male ever on American Vogue. I think it's phenomenal. You know, what a friggin' milestone. So I almost swore there. I got quite passionate about it. And, you know, he's done it in his own wonderful way. And I think he looks fantastic.
Harry Styles, guilty or not guilty for crimes against fashion?
No, he's not guilty. He's a very fashionable young man.
I love him.
And he doesn't care, which is great. No judgment.
did you like the music you were playing?
Yeah, I did.
The whole time?
I did.
All the way to the end?
All the way to the end.